day 2, and we're going to talk about how to overcome the fear, how to pivot boldly in the other thing that you want to do. And keep in mind, you don't have to leave your job. This could be just a workshop, a conference, a retreat, or the thing that you want to do, the PD package that you want to sell, and you still want to stay at your job. That's fine. But also, if you're the person who is looking to totally do a pivot, this is the place. So yesterday we talked about coming up with the idea. What is it that you wanted to do? Did you want to do a conference? Did you want to do a retreat? Did you want to put together your workshop? Maybe you wanted to put together your consulting package, whatever the thing was. So if you missed day 1, go back and get day 1, because today is day 2. And on this second day of Christmas, I am going to show you how to pivot boldly. Okay. So you might be wondering, can I do this? Will people pay me for this? Is this going to make sense? How am I going to get an audience? I don't know how much this will cost. Stop thinking about all of that. Stop, stop, stop. Over these 12 days, I'm going to walk you through. And for those who are really serious, you'll sign up for the 3-day online event. But let's talk about it. So one of the things that often creates the fear is that we don't know what it's going to look like. We don't know what it's going to sound like. We don't know what it takes, what type of investment it takes. And you have all of these questions. Well, one of the things that I'm going to do in my 3-day virtual event coming up December 27th through the 29th, I am going to have a panel of educators who are current educators in the system, as well as some who have left the system, and you'll be able to ask them those questions. So you'll be able to talk to them about how did they overcome the fear, and what is a bad month? What happens when your money doesn't come in the way you're expecting it to come in? You'll be able to ask them those questions and get the answers to alleviate some of those jitters that you might have. We have a person right now who is putting together her workshop. On the day that I'm doing my workshop, she'll also be doing her workshop, and she already has 5 people signed up. I want us to stop thinking that we need 50, 75, 100 people signed up. No, if we do this thing right, 20 people, you will have a success. 20 people signed up, enrolled, and paid, you will be okay for that one day of work. If you're doing a 3-day retreat, maybe an administrative retreat or something, realistically, you only need one school to buy. If you're doing something like a wellness retreat, again, 20 people, and that is really good. If you're doing a smaller retreat, I shared the story of my person who she had 6 people in her wellness retreat. And from those 6 people, she made $20,000. So it just depends on what it is you want to do. And that was yesterday's lesson. So let's get into today's lesson. So a lot of times it's the fear that stops us from really changing and doing the thing that we want to do, or just trying something different. The first thing you have to do, you have to decide that 2025 is going to be different, and I am going to bring more money into my household. Stop letting that job tell you that you can only make 50, 60, 70, $80,000 a year. And if you are already making that and it's not enough for you, then you know you need to add something to it. You can always go out and get a job like DoorDashing or get another job, but I want you to really think about and detach your time from the amount of money that you're making. So if you take that away and you do one event, if you do one workshop, if you sell one contract, if you do one set of cohort of coaching sessions, and let's just say you make $3,600 for it. Let's just say you do a cohort and it's $3,600. Let's think about it. Let's say you have 6 people in the cohort and all six of them paid you $600. That's $3,600. Okay. How hard would it be for you to get 6 people? You're probably thinking, but I don't know 6 people. You don't have to know the 6 people. You just need to know the strategies to get the 6 people. You might do a 6-week group cohort, an hour each week in the group coaching session. That's totally 6 hours over 6 weeks, and you're making $3,600. How much time would it make you to make the $3,600 on DoorDash, on Uber Eats, or whatever the thing is that you're doing in the after school contract, working a part-time seasonal job for UPS, FedEx, and all these other places? So what I want you to do, I want you to think differently. I can 100% tell you without a shadow of doubt, the people who are successful are the ones who follow the strategies, put them in place, and follow all the way through. You cannot be scared to do the things that we're asking you to do. If you will just take the time, do the things, you will see the results. And if you're really serious, get signed up for the December 27th through 29th workshop, because I'm gonna have ladies on here who are going to share their wins, they're going to share their losses, and they're going to share their strategies that propel them to those 10K months and more. And so you get to write your professional history. You know, one of the things that is really that I'm beginning to notice, and not just beginning, but that I am choosing to speak about, is how in our community we don't have any idols and role models and heroes. It's because we get so scared we won't move forward, and we just follow the road that's the most traveled. And have you ever thought about what happens on this other road that is not as traveled? Is it going to be a little harder? Yeah, it might be, but the reward is so much better, and a lot of times you get there quicker. And so I want to help you step into your next big opportunity. And if you are willing to bet on yourself and make a small investment in yourself, a small investment in yourself, I'm telling you, over these 3 days, December 27th, 28th, and 29th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., we're going to do 12 sessions. I am going to walk you through your idea that you have. I am going to show you how to turn that idea into a package or program. I am going to show you how to have a clear message, how to target your audience. I am going to show you how to use other people's audiences so you don't have to have your own. And I'm going to show you some additional strategies on how to get your product out there. And then I'm going to show you how you can get additional funding, how you can get sponsors for your product or program. There are so many things that I'm going to show you. Click the link that's attached to this video, and you'll be able to look at the offering, the 12 sessions that will be offered. I'm telling you guys, this is a game changer. And my goal is to help you to go out here to do the thing that you love, disrupt this system of education, make you some good money. If you choose to keep doing it, the idea would be, if you do a great workshop, a great seminar, a great coaching program, whatever that thing might be, the goal is you only have to do it 2 or 3 times a year to bring in those big infusions of cash. And big is it depends on who the person is. For some people, big is $100,000. For other people, they're more than happy bringing in an additional $25,000 over the year. You got to think bigger. You got to dream bigger. And so I really want you to secure your spot so you can step into your next opportunity. 2025, people are going to need your support. I don't want y'all to get confused and thinking that because what's going on with the education department is going to stop schools from needing training. It's not going to stop kids from needing to go to school. Teachers' jobs are secure because they need teachers. You're going to need to be in those school systems. Consulting gigs are already being booked for 2025. So we know that the jobs are still there. You got to stop talking yourself out of this. You've gotten a vision. You know what you're capable of. I have a lady right now who's in my group. She's been teaching for 51 years, and she has her first event coming up. Listen here, you don't have to know a bunch of people. You don't have to be the most popular person. As a matter of fact, it's fine if you're an introvert, because most of the people in the group, most of the people who do this work are introverts. You just have to know how to funnel your energy. So if you're thinking about hosting an event, if you've been thinking about that wellness retreat, if you've been thinking about packaging your expertise, if you've been thinking about doing a group coaching program, like our mentor teacher, she does mentoring for new teachers. The new teachers pay out of their pockets to mentor with her. Right now, she has 5 people in her program. We have an ESL teacher who is on cohort number 6, I believe it is 6 or 7 of ESL teachers who pay out of their pocket to get trained by her. The inclusion guru says, I've been watching you from the fringes since the pandemic. Well, come on over and join us. Hey, and thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Come on over and join us, because I know you have something that you want to launch, something that you've been wanting to do, a dream, a vision that you've been thinking about. Let's make it happen. December 27th through the 29th, from the comfort of your home. The holidays will be over, and you can come on in. You can do you some good learning, do all of the planning for the event, so that now all you have to do is promote, promote, promote. A lot of times we're trying to do too many things at one time. You got to plan the event. If it's a package that you're trying to sell, if it's a workshop you're trying to sell, if it's consulting that you're trying to sell, if it's public speaking that you're trying to do, all of that will be taken care of in this upcoming event. Because what I want y'all to understand is that it's enough for all of us. It's enough for all of us. And as soon as we understand that, there are 132,000 school systems in the United States of America, and I can't even work at 1%. I'm trying to show you all how you can get into these schools, how you can make extra money without breaking your back and having to work 40 hours a week. You can work 3-4 hours a week, make really good money, and you don't have to do it consistently if you don't want to. We have people who literally only do 1 or 2 things every 3 or 4 months because the money is different, the time is different, the experience is different, and it becomes a labor of love because you go in, you make an extreme impact. The people really appreciate what you've shared. They are giving you standing ovations, they are hugging you, they're inviting you out to lunch. You know that you've done the work that you were supposed to do, and they paid you really, really well for it. But the people in the school system don't want you to know that. They want to keep you as an employee. And that's okay if you want to stay as an employee. But you need to know that there are other options. There are other ways to make money. If nothing else, you can do tutoring outside of the school system and make 10 times more money than what you're making in the school system. Why can't you train other tutors to be tutors? Why can't you tutor students privately? Why can't you help people, students, to navigate the college experience, help with the college essay writing, help with students who have diabetes and other chronic illnesses? There are so many ways to service the school system. And right now, administrators are looking for support because all of these new administrators came in this year, and now we're through first semester, and they see all of the training that they need. And so guess when they're going to get that training for them? They couldn't get that training at the beginning of the year. Now is when they need that training. You know how I know? Because my emails have been popping with people requesting me to come in and do training in January 2025. And so all PD is not planned super far in advance. We have one person who specializes in special education. She just closed a $30,000 contract today. They need her to start on January 7th. Today is December 13th. They need her in the building on January 7th. So you know what that means? They're going to push that PO through. They're going to get that half deposit out to her. They're going to send her $15,000, and they're expecting her there on January 7th. You know what she's going to do? She's going to book that plane ticket as soon as that money clears. She's going to book that hotel because she's going for 3 days, and she's going to go there and do a phenomenal job. And she's going to go there 5 times, people. And so it's really easy, but it's easy while having a level of complexity, but you have to be ready. You have to be prepared. You have to have your things in place. Ready is a decision. And just like you saw, I just hosted a live event in Puerto Rico. I didn't have 50 people there. I had 12 amazing ladies there. And when I say we had a good time, we had a good time. They made tremendous progress, and they gave me some excellent testimonials because we went deep. It wasn't surface level, and they are already asking me, when is the next live experience? These are the same types of impact that you all can make, but you got to be willing to think outside of the box, and you got to know that what you have is valuable. And even if you don't know how to put it together, that's okay. Sign up for the 3-day online event. Let me show you how to put it together so that it's crystal clear, and you'll be able to do your own. And then for 2025, all you got to do is promote, and collect your ticket sales. So let me help you. The link is in the bio. It's also attached to this live. Let's get it going, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's get it done. I'm here to help. You got to be willing to bet on yourself, and ready is a decision. And all you got to do is make the decision and take action.